Welcome back to PPW High Voltage. Desean Pratt on his way to the ring. And hey, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. And Desean Pratt is a recipient of that. His opponent not showing up tonight. Injuries related. Desean Pratt gets in the ring against Richard Swann. And a man he's had a lot of trouble with in the last month, Desean Navarro. We go up to Paul Bowe, to Desean Pratt's opponent. Well, Desean Navarro turning heads a couple months ago at PPW and Impact Wrestling's New Beginnings. Ever since then, getting a lot of fans behind him, a lot of people in the industry behind him. Trying to impress a man who had once had the industry behind him and still does, quite frankly, but he was at one time an up-and-comer, Desean Pratt. Pratt thinking that Navarro was a little cocky. If you remember these two unsuccessfully tagging together against Anthony Gangone and the Amazing Red last month at PPW Juice. No love lost between them before the match, certainly none now. We go up to Paul Bowe for both of their opponents, and this place is about to start dancing. I can feel it. This man will go from one corner to the other, and I'm talking leaping. Rich Swann, the dance party is on. Justin, stop moving. You're making people jealous. Rich Swann looking like he's in a great mood tonight. As I'm joined here by Paul Bowe.
Philip, this will be a high-flying affair. Rich Swann, Desean Navarro, and the Prince of Camden, Desean Pratt.
Rich Swann in a great mood tonight. We'll see if he's in a great mood after this match.
Well, he should be. He got his beauty sleep.
Quite frankly, I think Rich Swann needs to stay out of the way of Desean Pratt and Desean Navarro. Navarro's feeling it.
He's shaking his money maker. I seen Freddie Akers dance like that.
Oh boy.
Down at Sammy's Hideaway back in the day. Desean Pratt is not amused.
Desean Pratt getting a new look on life, if we can say that. Very serious look on life. Oh my goodness, speaking of serious.
Oh, Swann with a split.
You see Freddie do that?
Yeah, no.
I did when he fell down the steps.
I'm not going to argue with you there.
Poor Freddie. Oh, good shot of Richard Swann there.
Richard Swann, Impact X Division champion. And it looks like Desean Navarro and Swann are going to start it off. And Desean Pratt is on summer break there up on the turnbuckles.
Well, Navarro's telling him to stay up there. They'll just wrestle one-on-one, him and Swann. Pratt's fine with it. Swann's calling Pratt a chicken. Well, Desean Pratt telling both Navarro and Swann he does what he wants, when he wants. And now it looks like we're finally going to, well, maybe not start this match. Card needs to do his job, I think.
Carden?
Well, ring the bell.
Carden doesn't have the bell, you idiot.
Well, no, he signals for it. Have you ever seen this thing before? Desean Pratt, John with a fan behind us. Thought he was talking to you.
He said you suck, so the shoe fits wear it.
Well, I'm telling you.
Oh, man! How about a little chin music for Desean Pratt, and he bails out of dodge there. Right in the face, Swann and KC. This bout is underway. Carden will not signal for the bell.
Rich Swann in the very home-looking Eagles attire.
There we go.
Man knows
big
how to
side headlock applied by Casey Navarro. Swann quick to throw him for the ride. Big shoulder block, didn't go anywhere. Swann, big shoulder tackle, knocks Casey down. And now Swann starting to strut. Look like Billy White Shoes Johnson. Kip up by Casey Navarro. Mile a minute action here. There's a leapfrog by Swann. Oh, beautiful headstand by Casey Navarro and a drop down there. All over the place, Phil.
It's like watching action figures in real life.
Oh, and Casey's caught in a spider web. Swann ducks down. Uh-oh, here comes the 5-7-0 in Hazleton, PA. Navarro has him measured. Oh, man, right in the teeth. And Casey Navarro feeling it here from this crowd here tonight on PPW High Voltage.
And watch out, Desean Pratt.
Oh, man, the hardest part of the ring, you heard his head hit right off that metal beam, Phil.
Pratt is the ultimate opportunist. Sat outside, pretending to be frustrated, waiting for a moment when he could attack Casey Navarro specifically. And now it's going to be Pratt against Swann. Pratt's already annoyed
Very
Swann.
nice lucha arm drag by Desean Pratt into the wheelbarrow. Swann spins around. Another lucha arm drag by Rich Swann. These three men are so fundamentally sound. Oh, man, big slam. Spine buster by Desean Pratt. Put Rich Swann down. Those legs aren't flopping anymore. He looks like Carson Wentz in a regular Eagles game, down on his back. And Desean Pratt starting to hammer away like an opportunistic Ezekiel Elliott as he ripped apart the Eagles' defense.
Well, I'm a Giants fan, Paul, so I don't really like, watch football a lot.
Big slam by Desean Pratt. I'm a Dolphins fan. Our quarterback, God knows who that's going to be this year. Probably Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Hopefully Marino.
Can't do any worse.
We don't get a chance to say this a lot about Desean Pratt. Desean Pratt actually can use his power against these two. These two using their agility, using their speed, as does Pratt. But Pratt finds himself in a unique opportunity here tonight to be able to be the one to use his power instead of his speed.
And Desean Pratt at 185 pounds packs a powerful punch. For only 185 pounds, he's putting every ounce behind that as he's delivering blows to Rich Swann.
Navarro's still out there on the outside of the ring, feeling the effects. Just a couple seconds ago, Casey Navarro was in control of this match.
Very nice suplex by Desean Pratt, floats over, and a kick out by Swann.
Last month we seen the issues start between Desean Pratt and Casey Navarro. We got Casey's side of it. We couldn't get Desean Pratt. He left the building, pushed our camera out of the way.
Now let me ask you something, Phil. If you were in this match, which is a real joke, but if you were, what would your strategy be against any one of these three competitors?
Probably run. But to be honest, you're really looking at Casey Navarro, okay? Casey Navarro doesn't have the power and he doesn't have the speed. He's an obvious underdog here. These two have more veteran abilities. They've been around the ring quite a bit. I think Desean Pratt, if I'm him, I'm using my experience and my power. If I'm Rich Swann, I'm using Desean Pratt and Casey Navarro against each other.
Both men extension pleasantries here in the middle of this 18 by 18 foot ring. Swann, like the Energizer Bunny, keeps going and going. Big whip across the ropes, now reversal. Sean hard to the cut. Pratt comes in, nobody home. Kick right, he didn't get much of that one, but he caught him enough to stun him. Step up enziguri by Rich Swann. Beautiful Frankensteiner from a standing position. Takes over the Prince of Camden. Navarro back up, collected his thoughts outside. Navarro's shoulder heavily taped with that kinesis tape. Navarro ducks the line. Big Casey Navarro, 130 pounds, put every ounce behind it. A drop kick stuns Swann. Back in the corner. Big stinger splash by Casey Navarro whips him into the ropes. Big reversal. Up and over is Navarro. Look at this. Phil planted him like a palm tree in the Sunshine State. Floats over, shoulders down, side press. Kick out by Rich Swann. Phil, we are seeing an instant classic here. Mile a minute action only on PPW High Voltage.
If you notice how crisp Casey Navarro's moves are, how crisp. He's hitting everything, bang, bang. He's not wasting any time whatsoever in this match. Kick by Navarro, stuns Richard Swann. All three men out. All three have the same move. And all three laying down looking at the lights.
All three laid out. Referee Jeff Carden checking on each competitor. He'll be getting the start counting. Phil, whoever gets that vertical base first will have an ultimate advantage in this one.
Swann starting to come to his feet, as is Navarro and Pratt. And you're absolutely right, Paul. A race to their feet to see who can gain this advantage.
Pratt first up on his feet. Up and over goes Rich Swann. Here comes Navarro. Double sunset flip. Navarro got planted right on his head. Oh man, martial arts style kick by Swann. Michinoku driver by Swann. Matchbook cover and a kick out at 2. Phil, mile a minute action here. I can't keep up with it.
Desean Pratt instinctively kicked out of that. I don't think he knows where he's at. Casey Navarro certainly doesn't. And Richard Swann's looking to end this match right now.
These three have more chemistry than a high school science fair. I'll tell you what, they're laying it on the line tonight. Everyone here at PPW is clapping as loud as they could. Desean Pratt down. Rich Swann up top. He's about to take flight. Oh, step up enziguri by Casey Navarro. Swann on the top turnbuckle.
Swann's out.
Navarro up top. Poison run off the top rope by Casey Navarro. Swann is stunned. Here comes Pratt with a running forearm. Knocked Navarro down.
The opportunist waiting.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer by the young South Florida native. Backbreaker.
And Desean Pratt smells blood. Cutting down.
Kick out by Navarro. Phil, what is going to keep his shoulders off that mat? What is it going to take for Desean Pratt to put him away as we are 13 minutes into this match and no one has given an inch? Swann's outside trying to clear the cobweb.
Well, I would too. You know, I'd let these two deal with it. That's really what it is. Desean Pratt, Casey Navarro. Look at... Oh man! Move!
Navarro missed wildly. Look at this. They're going absolutely ballistic. Navarro! Tope Suicida! Head first, no regard for his body. Here comes Desean Pratt. Misses caught up on that top rope.
Almost cost him. Look at the acrobatics by Desean Pratt on the outside.
Both men went for the same move. Navarro about to take flight. Wish Swann would have did that this morning at 7. Here comes Navarro. Tope Suicida off the top rope. Oh my God! They are absolutely putting on a clinic here at Holy Family Academy. Casey Navarro with the Tope Cogilo over the top rope. Navarro going up top.
Navarro smells it.
High reward. He can smell it in the water. Swann is joining him. Big frog splash. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. Swann on a frog splash on Navarro on 2. Oh my God!
Desean Pratt thought that he moved out of the way in the perfect time.
More false finishes than EJ at the prom.
You're on fire tonight.
Swann trying to get up. Navarro trying to get up. I don't know how much more of my voice I have left here.
Pratt's outside.
Rolls him up. Matchbook cover. Oh,
he connected. Pin him now.
Malfunction at the junction. Swann up top. High risk, high reward. Miss Wildly with the red arrow. Here comes Navarro. Oh man! Reverse Hurricanrana. Floats over, shoulders down, back press. He's got him! He's got him!
Wow!
Here's your winner, the Sky Reaper, KC Navarro.
How is Desean Pratt going to have this taste in his mouth tomorrow?
Phil, absolutely. I say this every time KC Navarro is in the ring. It is a top 10 match anywhere tonight. KC Navarro's hand is held high. Rich Swann put up a valiant effort, and you didn't beat chopped liver in Desean Pratt. We'll be right back on PPW High Voltage.
PPW. When I first came to Hazleton a couple months ago, I thought to myself, I need to get my tail back here to Hazleton, PA. Fast forward 3/16/2019, I'm here, and I got into the ring with your boy Desean and one special guy named KC Navarro. Now I've been up and down the road. I've made my total non-stop actions. I've made my impact in this business. Hell, I've entertained the world of wrestling, okay? But let me tell you something. Tonight, being the X Division champion, I can take a loss from somebody as good as this. And KC, hey, even though there was another guy in the match, I'll tell you now, that makes no excuse. You pinned me right here, 1, 2, 3, and I think we're looking at a future X Division champion right here. So I'll tell you now, kid, this is your moment.